one quiet day. That's too much to ask for. It's amazing.
The Trackers Alliance always finds their mark.
Why bother?
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gangs.
You really going to walk on by and miss out on the chance? Chance! Choose your chance!
Not sure if those were rooms. They scavenge what they need. Lots of old facilities left over from the colony war.
Admire what way you... I have things I wish to discuss with you. When you have time. I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to... You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. I think none of us were expecting what we... You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. If I may, from what you have seen, do you... I cannot tell if that is a compliment or an attempt. I have a very different background from the rest of Constellation. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no... I know. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to... Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. I lack his charm. He puts other... that is kind of you. You... I find express... I know this seems trivial. Perhaps childish. I have just... By a group, And yet here we are, working together. And that discussing these things is challenging for me. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything. I know that you said you wouldn't, but... Indeed it was. And now I hope you can... Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that it...
If this is your... Well, go on. That keycard isn't going to deliver itself. That depends on your skill set. My recommendation is to either be... A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. A nice suit should do the trick. Or, who knows, some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform or two in their closet. The obvious answer? I've found one or two in a locker or taken one off someone who no longer needed it, if you know what I mean. Clothing stores, of course. I recommend visiting Aito in the lobby or the Emporium. I'm sure you can find something for a decent price. And hopefully put it...
I've got my eye on you.
Hey there. Good to see you again.
I'm a little busy right now.
I warned people that Toma was unstable, and look what happened.
I'd hate to be on Miss Olzo's bad side.
Taking a break?
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
I better do this right. I don't want Yuko breathing down my neck about it.
Don't cause any trouble.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
I've got my eye on you.
I want to feel so much safer with one of those drone security robots.
Yeah, and the kids are
Keep
going
out of
to
my
love
way
it.
and I'll keep out of yours.
I enjoy a great many foods and drinks. Tea? It's never been one.
Don't cause any trouble.
I wonder if the tranquility approach.
I never found Tayo ships to be as reliable as I would like. Clearly, my experience is not universal.
Everyone who's
Tayo always seemed more style than substance, but clearly it appeals to some.
Dreaming of this.
Man, I wish I could buy one of these.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
My knee's been killing me.
making. We're fully stocked and ready to sell. Let me know if we can. Tell everyone you know about our store.
We have everything you
You doing okay? I know it's been a rough week.
Better not be a waste of my time. Yeah? Yeah? Well, then let me spell. You either walked into... So, instead... Hey, I never said... Look, let's stop. Yes. Hey, I'm not here on the rare occasion. It's never really been a problem. Really? Seriously. And if running card... All right, what's off? I'm busy.
Thanks for helping me clean up. I bet Warlord just about wet his pants when you threatened him. Help yourself. Always keep plenty of ammo in stock, too. Sometimes sticks.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. All right, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Captain, my cargo
choice of words. You being nice to the crew, too?
Of course.
So this book collection fund I heard about?
Don't you always say, don't listen to rumors?
Seals are tight. We're docked.
Hi. Please disregard.
Hmm? Oh, sorry. Was doing the tally's work. Been poring over the charts, looking.
Enemy's jump drives offline. Enemy's shield gone. Target's shields are down.
Landing site is good to go.
No indigenous life signs. One less thing to worry about, I suppose.
Scan complete. You are clear to land in New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the... Lodge, are we not?
I must admit, I want you for a little swag. All right, fine. It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. We're going to purchase. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. That settles it, then. We just need to make a few stops when we get to the city.
As long as the drinking comes after the negotiation, or whatever this is going to entail.
It'll be easy, I promise. Just let me know when you're ready. To the Volai Starfield.
We've always considered her. It's been quieter around here ever since. Great, let's see what you have.
Let's talk. When you
Stay
have time,
safe, okay?
of course.
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time.
So, you gotta fill me in on what happened. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Then what happened? I heard you did some stuff and... Okay, good. I like the positivity here. You encountered advanced technology that altered your bio... In what? I don't know. It changed you in some way that... I like the unknown when it comes to exploring, not when it comes to my body. But yeah, I mean, it is really neat. Anyway, thanks for filling me in on the temple. I wonder if we can find any more traces. It just opens up a world of questions.
Oh, the effort to make this place livable is astounding. No end what can be accomplished when there are credits to be made.
Greetings, Captain.
Nah, smell that? Construction, incense, industrial a native species of fish. I often wonder what would have happened. I mean, on paper, a rich protein source has far more practical value than a recreational drug. Something to do with Kazambass's natural oils, apparently. We need to stop by the Stroud-Ekburn offices. There are certain authorization procedures when large funds are being transferred.
Security cares far more about what you typically need.
I know your type. Freewheeling space ace.
Walter is very proud of his business. And he should be. His ships are very high quality.
It's all right. I just need to have a short chat with my counterpart. Is she in today?
Yes. Allow me to bust you in, sir. Oh, Mrs. Stroud, you are so lucky.
Walter.
Issa.
Shall we continue from last time? The luxury cruise line market is completely outside of our core competencies. Investing into it is a mistake.
No, I'm here about... Wait a minute, a mistake. Our ship designers are the best in the settled systems.
They design personal craft and military ships, Walter. Large-scale accommodations and hospitality is a completely different beast. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here I am arguing with my Issa Eklund, the hyphenated Eklund, and... Oh, aren't you lovely? Walter, wherever did you meet your new friend?
A colleague from Constellation.
Ah, yes, the daring explorers. My part.
There's no...
Oh, my heart skips a beat when he does it. Really, it does. I know. It's my fault. Now, why are you here, my dear? The board meeting isn't for a while.
It's the discretionary fund, Issa.
Ugh. This wouldn't have anything to do with that meeting.
I never said that. Did you have an agent hack?
Only after you had one hack into mine. Tell me. Oh, don't mind the two of us. Challenging each other intellectually is, Now I must point out the obvious. The Astro Lounge.
That was the point. Neutral territory.
With no leverage. Oh, you must let me help.
I have this all taken care of.
Some investigation into the cellar. What's motivating them? Then, some preliminary casing of the Astral Lounge for security flaws. Give you the advantage.
Bribe a few bouncers, alter the codes on the door.
Yes, exactly. I hate being selfish, but I would like some time with my husband. We need to go through the fund.
James Newell is the broker who knows our cellar. He'll be able to help you find out more. And it shouldn't be hard to find the Astral Lounge. Here, let me at least give you some operation funds. Meet me back here. Yeah, I'm going to be present for the negotiation. I'm not leaving you to the Neon.
Is something amiss?
Cause any trouble and I'll drag you straight to lockup.
You see any heat leeches? You've got them.
Howdy. So, what'll it be today? Yeah, you're new here, aren't you? Name's Boone Morgan, your new best friend on Neon. But if you're here for something a little more exciting... Oh, we have plenty of that. But why not try something different? New planet, new city. Here, take a look at the menu. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Aurora is a bit expensive. Excellent choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication you won't find anywhere. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the Astral Lounge, all of its pleasures and pageantry are only an elevator away. While your enthusiasm for the Astral Lounge is one of the safest places in all of Neon. I'm afraid that would be a serious fire hazard. And I think it's only fair that I would say you'd be interested in the Astral Lounge VIP package. We do strive for... Lost leader. Well, I think we can certainly offer a disc. Excellent. Let me just apply that discount. That depends on if you're... Alright, well, I've got a couple. First, there's our... But if you're pal... That enough? Of course, of course. You can look, but we... Enjoy the lab.
Got a problem?
I never had the patience for computer systems.
I'm a little stoned right now. So, let's take it slow, okay?
Scram, I'm on duty. You know, I went to chef school.
Hey there. Welcome to Newell's. Maybe I did. Information isn't you. That's probably true. Okay. I don't know much. Sleep Crate 1. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even know what we want.
Succeed at that before we are discovered.
Rather be doing this than getting
You don't...
Teller machines. Yo, banking.
You're still so tense. Normally, once we're alone, your shoulders relax. They're taut.
We're on to something remarkable. Maybe what I've always dreamed of.
I can tell. I can see your mind racing.
I haven't even stopped to ask you how you are doing.
I'm fine. The board complains, I assure them. There's the occasional assassination attempt.
So, you don't need anything from me then?
I don't.
Am I just some useless stargazer? You would have been better off marrying a Hope or a Tayo, someone who could be with you at every meeting.
Oh, don't go on about that again. Needing you isn't the same as wanting you. And I'd much rather want my partner than need them. Less complicated.
Now, I know Constellation seems to take up so much of my time. But I never stop thinking of you. Wondering what maneuvering you're doing to take over the company and drive me out.
It's how I show my love.
Any luck out there? Excellent. Good work. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation. Just in...
joke. Say they
You're making your own way. What it takes to tackle the business world.
All right, we're here. Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security brief. We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the...
Code phrases? Under different circumstances, Walter, I think.
Remember, Ramsey and Travers.
Take it easy.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy drinking? It's worth exactly 0 credits. Same as my... Never heard of you. Something you need? Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy... Speaking of which, I gotta get going myself.
I just saw our cellar walk by. Good. I know, I'm leaning on you a lot. What can I say? You're reliable. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rule. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk. Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund discretionary... Our goal is to get him to accept that ship in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our... This'll be fun. I find matching wits with the neon underworld to...
So you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting, making me... So polite. Almost makes me...
To assume that briefcase has a...
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at that.
One of a kind. And...
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Oh, really? And how do you know that?
Does it matter? We know you're in a fix, and we're still willing to buy. For the...
I got people after me, okay? I can't just settle on what we agreed on.
That's not our problem. We came here expecting one amount. Now you want another.
You telling me Walter Stroud ain't got the cash? I'll walk. I leave now. I can get a jump start on the people after me, instead of you all wasting my...
You'd be on your way already if you just take the money I'm offering you and shut up. What's it going to be? Take or walk?
All right, you win. Hand over the...
Well done. Some high-pressure tactics, but we got what we were after. Time to go home, shall we?
Stop right there. You're in possession of Slayton Aerospace.
Ah. Slayton, we don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon.
Hand over Mr. Slayton's property.
There a problem here?
Yes. This armed thug was trying to steal our belongings.
I'm going to need you to back away from our VIPs.
Fine, but you can't stay in the Astral Lounge forever, Stroud. Nicholas.
Sending our men to the Astral Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We'd better get off the planet quickly. Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He's greased a few palms. Your ship's been impounded at the spaceport.
There goes our way out. The CEO of Slayton Aerospace. They're a systems man. Agreed. Have a talk with the man here.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly, he must...
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if...
I'm not gonna say this twice. Get the hell away.
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. Can I help you? I'm afraid Mr. Slayton is a very... Maybe I could squeeze you in. I hear you. I'm not an unreasonable person, you know. I'm glad you understand the position. Oh, I think we can make an exception in your case. Mr. Slayton will see you.
Wait. This clearly is at your executive level. He's on to us.
Walter, taking what's mine, then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Hello, Walter, dear, are you there?
Issa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right. We've got her out. Once the door's open, just follow her instructions. Well, if my wife and I could gallantly offer your majesty... Let's go.
Doors will open in 3, 2, 1. Slaven's guards are... Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cupboard just to the right of the elevator you came in on. Security is on full alert. No point slipping through unnoticed.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets. I believe we are not alone. Nothing there now.
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. You have what's mine. I indirectly. Although I do. You do make a bold point.
Perhaps I can help. We're both people of business, Nicholas. In a sense.
Yes, I'm beginning to see the opportunity. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief I think it would cement on... If that is your decision, you need only tell him yourself, and then we will handle the rest.
Assuming there is no information we are lacking, that seems reasonable.
My security brought Musgrove to my office.
We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us, but that shouldn't matter.
Oh no, you. 10 years working in aerospace engineering, and they laid me off. They tell you if you have talent and commitment, you can go far. Slayton took it all. Probably in one of his secure accounts.
I'll settle up with him later. Arbitration, lawyers, all that.
Please, I was just trying to sell a product, okay? Isn't that why we're all...
Be lenient. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all. Even if we have found ourselves working with the man he's...
Use this opportunity to alter the trajectory of your life.
A rare moment of compassion for this city. Very well.
Let's talk more back at the ship.
Get going. Mr. Slayton is done with you.
What are you looking at?
Ranger.
Ever look in the mirror and wish you could see?
fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
So, I hear you've been making yourself pretty useful around the ship, Cora.
I have, Dad. I want to be as good a co-pilot for the captain as I am for you.
Well, you're doing a great job, Stringbean. I'm proud of you. What do you say we get you a new outfit next time we're planetside?
It still fits, Dad. And I love it. Now, a new look.
Thank you. I guess. Some people call it... I can't really describe it. There's a me, and a her, and an us. All in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to tag along with Constellation. Yes,
Let's put this bird to space.
We're in orbit. What next?
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for this. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Oh, that's...
Predictable. Don't waste this one chance to show us we're wrong about your kind.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your... We are growing impatient. Cease your attempts to...
But you speak our language.
We know everything about you. That is why your kind cannot. The more you understand, the more damage you will do.
How could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere now because we must.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is... If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance. You really want to risk a straight fight with an enemy we know nothing about? We need to regroup.
We can wait no longer. Out of here! Prepare yourselves for oblivion.
Nice job.
How about you?
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
We need to regroup. The lodge immediately.
Scan complete.
Tell Noel to
Go ahead and
analyze the
land.
data off the ship's sensors.
Agreed, we should not delay. Nothing else, Constellation does have excellent lodging.
How is Neon? Are you? Wait, what happened? Who was after you?
Take a look at the ship's sensor data. I think everybody needs to see this.
All right, I'll start transferring the... Let me just bring it up on here at the table. Is that a prototype? No, that material isn't anything we... What the... Everyone, come take a look at this.
That's no faction vessel or Crimson Fleet. Secret military tech, maybe?
No United Colonies Admiral approved that starship design.
They call themselves a Star War. Demanded we hand over the artifact. Like we were children, playing with their parents' things.
What do people know? Any offshoot groups go by that name?
None in any corner of the settled systems I've seen. Maybe a distant human colony finally popping its head up? Another house for Rome?
I very much doubt that.
We ignoring the obvious here? A heretofore unknown group who just happens to know about the artifacts. I'm just gonna say it. Intelligent alien life, or extra-dimensional beings. The original creep. Eaters from the furthest fringes of space.
Or beyond even that. Is the metaphor of avenging angels coming down to keep humanity from forbidden knowledge not apt here?
So, we have a lot of theories, but nothing concrete. Except that they're after the artifacts. And
or what Walter said. They were acting like a parent. Worried their children are playing with...
So, they're strong-arming us for our own good?
Noel, start analyzing all the data from the ship sensors. The gravitational wave they... We're in the dark. We need to learn anything about them we can. Until then, we stay the course. Collect the artifacts. It's even more important. All we can do is be more cautious, but we are not stopping. Vladimir, has the Eye picked up anything new?
Some glints of shine in the dark. Ready to hand them out as soon as you please.
All right. Good luck, everyone.
I'd like to talk to you about something. Chance.
Talk to me.
This is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on us, isn't there?
just stick to business here, and hopefully business has nothing to do with Aurora.
Pressure normalized, and we're docked. It's good to be out and about.
Something you need? Yes? Yep, here you go. Maybe another time.
You need something? You read my mind. Next time.
What is it? Indeed I do. Back to it then. I find the interior of this ship comforting.
Good day, Captain. Hello, Captain. I have no object.
Welcome aboard the UC. Did you have any questions before I... Of course, if you'd follow me. So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Damn. That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
There you are. Commander Kibwe. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about... It appears he certainly picked the right person for... So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going... Good. I have just... Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a... That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the... Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. If I didn't have confidence in your abilities, I would have told Command... Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make... As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you step. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you. Now, get out. That's easy to answer. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempt... When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your... Beyond that, you're... You have your orders.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take any... For the sake of the settled systems, I hope that minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to... If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand. That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return. Hmm? Yes. Commander Akande mentioned... All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing... We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And that should do it. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Establishment that...
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons. Just make sure to keep them holstered at all times.
How's the saying go?
Take your time and ask me if you need anything. I'm here to help.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels.
SysDef officials have declined to officially comment, but a source speaking on condition of anonymity has confirmed they are ramping up efforts to deter the Crimson.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octa. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security. I can probably help you with that. What have you got? Aurora, huh? Nice. No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well... Sure, go ahead. You shoot me, and the TA will have bounty hunters on your ass before you even get back to the spaceport. Listen, love, I've heard it all. Threats bounce right off, so... You know, it's funny. Suddenly, there's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of... Oh, and it's been a pleasure.
People always ask me what I think about mine. It rocks.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single... okay. Okay. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something. Yeah, well, she isn't... Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with... You probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame you. Either way, I want that money... Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around. Don't worry, you can't miss it. Just look for the most...
Mars isn't for everybody.
Peace be with you. Horace and I may disagree on matters of faith, but we both try to do what we can to help those who feel lost without community.
Is Mars treating you well?
Something I can help you with?
Adler Camp. Adler, you said? Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. Hey now. Take it easy. Oh, wait. You mean that? I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. Well? Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. What games? What? Oh my god. Please. Tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to...
It is pleasant to see you.
Governor Hurst would like to remind all custodian visitors to do their part to keep the
This here is the most important work in the galaxy.
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? He going to be a problem anymore? Well, damn. If you want to make a name for yourself in this racket, you can't pull any... Still, you got my credits back, so it's not... You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you... You think you can handle running with my, That's for them. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nate. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you, too.
Look who finally had the guts to show. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. You betting your life on that? Because the only way out of our So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you heard about you're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana. Jumping into on board that ship, you'll find a trader named Austin Reed. It's done when Reed head back here when you're finished.
All right. And well, normally I would say no, but frankly, all right. You can dock.
We should have a talk when you have the time, of course. Airlock integrity looks good.
I wanted to talk to you, but honestly, I don't know. The Starborn's technology is simply... course not. No. If an encounter with this level of importance had occurred in the past... Yes, I suppose I am. You do understand the significance of this encounter. This is humankind's first contact with what I believe... Oh, we could learn so much from them. The way they behaved, I'd say that's not... If we are to learn anything from the Starborn. I wouldn't say I was afraid. More like approaching the situation. Can't be a coincidence that these Starborn suddenly appeared after your experience. We know they're here to lay claim to the artifacts, but what's their true motivation? I feel exactly the same way. But it certainly sounded like they weren't willing to work. Damn. Oh, if only we knew more about the storm. I feel like a cadet on my very first day aboard a spaceship. No, not time travelers. I don't think the science is there to support that theory. Their name alone, Starborn. There's some type of hidden meaning there. Something, whatever the case may be, I can assure you that Constellation... I'm not really sure. Most of the chemical components of our body, carbon, oxygen, sulfur, are exactly the same as those manufactured. Now, ask someone like Matteo the same question, and he'd probably give a more theological answer, but... To a degree, yes. Every bit of exploration comes with inherent risk. If we continue... I'm grateful you feel that way. And don't worry. I promise. You know, it's funny. When I was a little girl, I'd lay on the ground and stare up at... I'd remain there for hours in silence, eyes closed. This encounter with the Starborn is that moment. Although I'm flattered that you think of me that way, there's a time and a place. Well then, I've certainly wasted enough of your... Just do be careful if you cross paths with these Starborn in the future. I wouldn't want to lose one of them. I'm listening. Bye-bye.
Yes, you need me? Never would I have imagined to encounter something like these Starborn. Now I suppose this proves that idea regardless of how impossible they may have seemed before now, I must say that I agree we should keep looking for answers, but clearly these Starborn are connected to the artifacts, which would mean that they are also Did they make these things? Have they appropriated them? I was just getting used to how complicated they already... We will need to be on our guard from now on. They seem to know much about us. We should return to our search then. If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
Hey, good to see you. Late at night in dive bars. Sometimes about things they've seen that they just couldn't explain. I've heard of things like the Starborn before. But I genuinely considered mass hysteria. It's real. So the obvious question is, everyone's gonna be thinking aliens, but their ships were incredible. But they still felt they had engines, weapons. I think I even made out a grav drone. If they were really alien, I would just expect it to be more... I mean, it could be some secret Freestar, Perun, or UC tech. But I don't know. Exactly. I'm gonna throw out another wild stab-in-the-dark theory. Here's the hypothetical. Centuries ago, some bring... But they go way, way beyond any place. Once they get there, they make a few lucky breakthroughs, and their science just... I could see them getting further, faster... If I got it right, then you owe me a steak dinner. One way or the other, we are not alone. And that's...
Yes?
Ahoy, Captain! Worried? No, I know they maybe seem scary at first, but you know how lots of species will puff themselves up or show off their teeth. Right. We should just... Sure sounds like we haven't seen the last of them, so I guess... Bye!
I'm not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't... Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You really do not know which one of us, and you do not seem to care either, which makes me... Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship, and... Is that all right with you, or...
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you... Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make... And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra... This should be proof you were not here.
This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
any new books for me?
Hello.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hint. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice? Is that your best shot? Damn! They got the shield!
Grab drive out. Guess you weren't needing your shields, right? Grab drive out mission. Enemy grab drive out. Engine down. Target shields are down. Shields are down. We got him, Captain.
Thanks for the help with the Ecliptic. I had it under control. Now tell me about the Ragana. Huh. No kidding. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to, if you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send some... Yeah? Last person who said that was Rick. Now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you saw. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Head out there as soon as you can. designated colony space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. You're cleared to land. Enjoy your stay at Sidonia.
Docking complete.
Commander Ikonde wants to see you. Follow me.
I had a friend on Lagana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time, shortly.
Operations does good work.
We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to unlock. That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the path. Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might be coming to her rescue. Let them remember. They have no idea who actually happened. I'd suggest you spend less time worrying about us and more time being concerned. On that note, how did things go with Neva? It's a dangerous plan, and you came awfully close to killing. Luckily, you have a good head on your shoulders, and did the right. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked...
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on a good side will ensure... That's where you're wrong. You can believe in honor among thieves, but I'd venture they suspect everyone. You just need to make sure you allay any suspicions they have. Staying within the proper... Do what you have to, but not...
The Crimson Fleet has yet to leave us enough hard evidence to build a solid case against them. Be careful not to underestimate their intelligence.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Excellent. If you're heading to the Key, I assume you'll be meeting...
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but...
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating in the... We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports.
We don't have a full map of... Things are progressing rather quickly. I'm sure the commander is pleased. Good luck on the Key.
Docking integrity, 100%. Good to go, Cap.
Get out of my face. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
Look at this. You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new roof.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grab jump? Maybe for you. I'd rather shove a shotgun up my nose than remember the face of every low-life rook who passes through this state. But, all that aside, you made it. Pencils ready? This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together. Oh, well, I'll get right on that. A few plans, some throw pillows, and anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key. But it's better. All right, history time. So, the Key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Ah, cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the Key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you, always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the Key.
About time you brought us new blood, neighbor. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Elutra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault if people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the Key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the Key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later.
Rook. Meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss. On the right, we've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Wraith? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me, or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. It's been over 5 years since I've stepped off the key. Leaving this place puts far too much at risk. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Nugent would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time. If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly... Now, I believe that covers all I have to say. So you can run along. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I